Welcome back, Keepers of the Flame. We're doing air signs today. I'm not sure. I feel a little crowded in with this. Like, I feel like I don't have my expansive space going because, like, this cloth thing is just kind of inhibiting my space a little bit. So we'll see how it goes. It's okay. Maybe reining it in is a little bit of a good idea. We'll test it out. See how it goes. Frank is here, helping us out, backing us up. Alright, Aquarius. I don't remember what the heck happened in your last reading. It wasn't nearly as bad as Jam Jam's was. Hence why I started off with them, because holy bejesus. They're doing good, though. They got their 10 of Cups. Often comes after the freaking 10 of Swords. Alright. Alright, Aquarius. How my little brainiacs are doing. What's up, Aquarius? What do Aquarius need to know? Highest good of all. In the roots, huh? What else does Aquarius need to know? Oof. Well, alrighty then. That's only one card, Justice. Oh, dang. 8 of Wands in reverse. King of Wands in reverse. Okay. There's how that came out. What's at the roots? Ooh. Ace of Swords. The Chariot. The 4 of Pentacles in a reversed. And you got the Hangman. Okay. You spitting fire over here? What are you doing? What's going on? 8 of Wands. No messages outward. I feel like this is coming in. Like you're directing the heat inward on yourself. You know what's interesting? Those are ginkgo leaves, I believe. And that's good for the heart. But it's the Ace of Swords, which is mental energy. The Chariot. This feels like you're passing over a diamond in the rough there. See, like right there? Like you're like, nah, I don't want to. So it feels like you've got your new mental opportunity here. And this person's hand has a sword on it, maybe a ring of some sort. This is peculiar. What the heck are you doing, Aquarius? What's going on? See how that... Okay, so that person's hand has like a... It looks like a ring with a sword on it. And it's on their ring finger. Oh, no, it's on 2 fingers. It's on their ring finger and their middle finger. You see it? Oh, for Pete's sakes. Alrighty then. We'll just like... I really just want to lick my finger and squeegee off the camera. Still doesn't make a dang bit of difference. Okay. But it's on 2 of their fingers there. Interesting. And then you've got the... Okay, so you're plucking the parcel. Conifer cone cap. And the king oyster, and you got the king of wands in a reverse here. So that's fire energy, but oysters are like moon energy. Do you think that this is going to bring about justice? If you... Oh, you're shushing and waiting for justice. All right, don't pass over that diamond in the rough there. This is your subconscious here, so like don't ignore that. There's some sort of value at the bottom of this that you seem to be like not wanting to look at. So something in your This is in your subconscious. This isn't on the outside. This is in you somewhere. Alright, Gemini had a really nice read. This is like, what are you doing? Oh, healing. Okay. So, Eight of Pentacles, you're working on healing. You're still working on it. Okay. That's 2 8s. Double that. Oh, but what I tangled web we weave. All right, let's get the King of Wands in reverse for Aquarius. Oh, there it is. Nine of Cups, Two of Pentacles. Okay, so with this, holding back the messages, holding back the moving, the maybe travel or whatever it is, going to that space of instability, it feels like you're drawing in the heat. Human terms, I just need human terms because it's hard for me to drawing in the heat, like, you know what the hell that's supposed to mean. Okay, so when something pisses you off, lights your bumhole on fire, you're sitting there quietly and stoically and letting that rage kind of form one of these. So it's not, you're not ignoring it, you're not trying to not feel it, you're feeling it, but you're letting that come into you in a transformative way. And I don't think you quite realize, because this is in reverse, I don't think quite grasp what it is you're intuitively doing with that energy, but whatever it is working. So start taking some notes, Aquarius, because it's working. Your diamond is here developing. You just gotta see it. So this tells me that you're not just dumping out your value structure here. You might very well just be ignoring it because you are so busy trying to heal from this, staying in your emotional sovereignty and putting out something on that wheel, that conveyor belt out to the universe, and be like, okay, I'm doing what I need to do through this. I'm keeping my emotional sovereignty and clarity. I'm not muddying the waters, so to speak. I'm going to put this out on the conveyor belt and see what you get back. Get away. Ta-da! That says justice, by the way, for those of you who can't read backwards. Old man of the woods. So, yeah. So you're developing a system here, and you might not even be conscious of it yet, because you're gaining mental clarity, you're moving forward, but you're not seeing the value structure here. It's like either you're dumping it out, or maybe it needs to be replaced. Maybe you had something else there, and you're just, this is you testing this theory out. What if I don't lose my, what if I don't overreact? What if I don't make that same move that I've always made? What if I do something else and just keep my own sovereignty and agency and not step into killjoy mode? I just told that to Gem Gems. I had Emperor in reverse in their root system, and I'm like, this is a killjoy. To me, the Emperor has always been that, but it's not. I don't know. So maybe instead of you going out and poo-pooing something or trying to coerce somebody, tip somebody else's tree upside down to teach them a lesson, which is what this suggests. You're not choosing to do that here. You want to, because it's your motive. Everybody's got it. Everybody's got like, hey, I'm just going to do this because it's easier on my system if I don't hold it in. Because when we hold things in and we don't ask it to be alchemized, we can get toxic in our own bodies. So, but you're learning how to alchemize here. Which is hard work. It is, definitely, for sure. Let's get the Justice for Aquarius on the outcome of it. What's up, Aquarius? Okay. So you've got the Six of Wands, victory, obviously, and Justice. Well, alrighty then. Okay. Now the cards are just being like, look, lady, we told you once before. I don't know why you keep doing this clarification thing. Because I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Ace of Swords. The Fool in reverse. And the Four of whatchamacallit. Yeah, not making any weird ass movements. Not doing anything that you don't know what the outcome is going to be because you're not sure how the other energies are going to respond to it. So you're keeping all of that to yourself and you're meditating, you're relaxing, and you're recuperating here. Nice. Chariot for, okay then. Well, alrighty. So Son of Cups, which is the Page of Cups. This is new to you. So speaking to that 8 in reverse, your Page of Cups, which is pagan, just a country folk, heathen type thing. It's not anything that worships weird gods. It's just a modality of living, like out on a farm, out in the boonies, whatever. So it's just a person who has true and pure understanding of nature and how it works. And it's like they're bringing the message into the town or whatever. And so everybody's going to poo-poo them and tell them, well, you're full of it because we don't live that way here, blah, blah. So just because you don't live in that modality or they might not live in that modality doesn't make the Page of Cups invalid. That message is still viable. It still means something. It's just a different perspective and a different way of looking at things. So your Page of Cups is now showing up in your own subconscious. Ta-da. High Priestess. Daughter of Pentacles. And the Five of Cups. However, you notice how all of these are upright in this card? It looks like the horse is going to take a drink out of either a really deep pool or out of the abyss. Just saying. It's an Aquarius read. I got to keep you on the edge. So it looks like it's not necessarily you're crying over spilled anything here. It's you've learned how to lead the horse to the abyss without strife and struggle. Now, being that this is the roots of the reed, this could be your own horse, your own chariot, because this is over the chariot here. You're leading your chariot into the dark abyss. With total mental clarity and fearlessness here. You got your tiger, your High Priestess. You're like, yeah, let's do this. Maybe that's it. Your horsey's going to go down and get that diamond in the abyss. Ta-da. All right, Four of Pentacles in reverse for Aquarius and their roots. Please and thank you. Wheel of Fortune. Yep, supposed to happen this way. Okay. Yep, everything's ticking as it's supposed to. So keep on keeping on. It's hard to give advice when like things go right, but like Yeah, oftentimes healing from heartbreak brings you into this greater depth of knowing yourself, greater understanding of how to move forward in life that's not going to be such a struggle, or where you don't feel like you constantly have to be in that trickster mode, where you don't embody completely, I have to keep testing people because everybody is going to blah, 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 blah. So once you can get through that narrative and keep your own, even though you have the higher knowing and intelligence to see, well, when you're going to go over there and do that, that's not a good thing. And when you're going to do that, that's not a good thing. So rather than feeling the need to step in and provoke that person into some sort of awakening process of your doing, you're sitting back. But this feels like somebody who might be a little bit closer to you due to the heat of the situation. You're sitting back and you're just waiting just to have that fire transform within you rather than giving that fire to somebody else. Because oftentimes when we see it on the outside, it's happening on the inside. It's being shown to us for a reason. Okay. And that's what you're coming to grasp here. You're coming to your high priestess mode, that this is a vast fractal system and you don't need to overburden yourself. King of Wands in the reverse, Eight of Wands in the reverse. You don't need to overburden yourself and plant your trees where you don't want to take root. You don't have to overdo it. You don't have to put your wands down and take root in places that you don't feel welcome, you don't feel comfortable, you don't feel like you can be yourself. So you're keeping your own agency, sovereignty, and waiting for the universe to step in and be like, okay, I see you're doing what you need to be doing here. Here's the rewards. Nice. It's good energy. It's just about keeping that momentum moving in that same direction and keeping that wheel a turning. And maybe freaking evolve off of it. Coaco, ayahuasca. I do not have time to read all these. Ginkgo. There it is. Told you. You get a wheel bee. Ooh, breakthrough. Look, see? Big it away. Ginkgo leaf. Ginkgo leaf. Da, 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 da. Okay, I'm going to read that one for sure. Coaco and ayahuasca. I feel like everybody knows that. Dragon Sasha and Dragon's Blood in reverses. Okay, I might just read the guidance on these. I'm reading Ginkgo all the way though. Excuse me, pardon moi. And if you really need to know all this stuff, you are the medicine. Go get a deck. The Herbal Astrology Oracle by Adriana Allies. Either way. This, in my humble opinion, is the most invaluable deck that I've discovered. This is the weaving pattern. This is my this is my happy water. So breakthroughs. Boop, boop. Ready, set, grow. The dawn. Oh, hi. I have a thing for that. Freaking. I had this set up for. Okay. Ginkgo. How about we do this one? It's kind of cool. Kind of unique. Son of a monkey's butt nugget. There you go. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. Sorry. So upright is the dawn of a new mind. New ideas, visionary thinking, mental clarity, resilience. You don't need the reverse because it didn't come in reverse. Mars, the astrological rulers are Mars and Uranus. Once common in North America and Europe, ginkgos were said to have disappeared from North America 7 million years ago, and from Europe 3 million years ago. They were thought to be extinct, only to be found growing in Chinese monasteries, where monks had been cultivating the trees since at least AD 1100. They were now considered to be one of the oldest living tree species in the world, with fossils dating over 200 million years old. The leaves were traditionally brewed as a tea for gastrointestinal disorders, heart problems, and cognitive issues. The fruit was applied directly on the skin and fungal infections and was helpful in relieving breast tissue inflammation like mastitis. To this day, the nuts are a delicacy in East Asian cuisine and are consumed in small amounts, toasted or fried. They are also used medicinally to relieve breathing problems, asthma, and bronchitis. Ginkgo, Aquarius, air sign. Sometimes that can be an issue for air signs. Ginkgo has withstood millions of years of challenges, symbolizing strength, resilience, and survival. Archetypically, Mars represents strength, courage, endurance, survival, action, and primal energy, and characteristics that Ginkgo embodies across time, like the transmitter of higher energy. Uranus, Ginkgo is stimulating an interior initiator of action and an invigorating source to the mind. The sword of truth held by the land of God rises from the clouds, signaling a moment of breakthrough. This double-edged sword is encircled by a golden crown, symbolizing the victory of transcendence over illusion. Both Ginkgo and Raven are ancient guardians of Earth, both symbolizing the strength and resilience required to protect the ethereal realm, the source of magic. If Ginkgo has appeared in your spread today, you are about to experience a total breakthrough, a revolutionary change in consciousness. Bring the light of dawn to the ongoing cycles of darkness within yourself or those experienced on Earth. Stay dynamic and fluid and don't allow a negativity to cloud your judgment. Okay. Let's read. What else do we have? 22. Jargon Sasha is transfiguration. Unforeseen change, breakdown, transfiguration, poison transmuted, evil neutralized, rising from the ashes. The rulers are Mars and Pluto. Jargon Sasha is a signature plant as its indigenous uses directly mirror its appearance. Its mottled coloring also calls to mind a poisonous snake native to the Amazon, and local villages use the starchy root as an anti-venom. In Peru and Ecuador, the snake and plant are both called jargon sasha or ferte de lance. In Brazil, the snake's name is jararaca, and the plant is erva jararaca, which translates to snake herb. In the Amazon, the bloody resins of this plant are used in many rituals of protection against all spiritual sicknesses. Bile, which is rage, hexes, evil eye, evil wind, envy, and protection against black magic sorcerers. Considered a neutralizer of the highest order, Jargon Sasha converts any intended harm or intense evil into benevolent energy. Indigenous tribes in Gaia have employed it in an antidote for stingray wounds, spider bites, and poisonous dart arrow wounds. Other indigenous cultures believe that beating the legs and feet with the leaves of Jargon Sasha acts as a snake repellent. In addition to being an anti-venom, the powdered tuber is used as an antiviral for asthma, lung inflammation, whooping cough, parasites, and menstrual disorders. Baths of jargon sasha were also common for those with gout, arthritic pain, and similar imbalances. Jargon sasha's staggering power to neutralize the strongest of known poisons and protect the body from vigorous viruses in some of the many reasons it falls under Mars and Pluto's rulership. Both planetary bodies, like jargon sasha, overwhelm and activate to transform, igniting both destruction and resurrection, literally and archetypically. Watch your back. Jargon sasha represents radical change and breakdown. This card can mean that someone or something is harming your energy. If this applies to you, remember the darkest of energies that brings crisis or unforeseen changes can be transmuted into benevolence. Even the strongest of poisons can be medicine. The first step in neutralizing is recognition. The second step is removing fear and insecurity. And the third step is reconstruction of the self. Examine your life from a third-person perspective. Draw upon universal forces to transmute the environment, people, or situations that are depleting your life force. Where are we at? 26? All right, 51. This one's in reverse. And this is Dragon's Blood. Anna Mundi. Ta-da! Upright is oneness, merging with the divine, access to the world soul, occult knowledge, initiation, universal donor, entry to the great void. Reverse is loss of the unknown, dark magic, overwhelm, inner conflict, block spiritual sight. Okay, so this is speaking to your Four of Pentacles in reverse here. You need to start digging down deep to get that, because this showed up in reverse for you. So that's your loss of the unknown, dark magic, overwhelm, inner conflict, block spiritual light. So the astrological ruler is Black Moon Lilith and Pluto, also known as Sangre de Drago or Sangre de Grado. In Amazonia and South America, this plant has a long history of indigenous use in the rainforest. The sap itself looks just like blood, la sangre, and when it was often painted on wounds to promote healing and then seal them to prevent infection, as well as taken internally to prevent or stop internal bleeding. Indigenous peoples have used it in a myriad of ways, externally for wounds, fractures, hemorrhages, hemorrhoids, skin disorders, internally for acid reflux, ulcers, and colitis, as an antiviral as well. This crucial life-saving medicine was and still is a staple for thousands of tribal peoples. Physically, dragon's blood is the epitome of Plutonian and Scorpionic energy, as both archetypically rule the symbol of blood. Shamans have used dragon's blood in spell work, rituals of protection, purification, and consecration. In Christian art, the dragon was symbolic of evil and sin, yet many other traditions hold that serpent deities like dragons are benevolent, sharp-eyed dwellers that hold the mysteries of the great void. The guidance says dragons are ancient guardians of the earth, symbolizing hidden knowledge and auspicious powers of supernatural origin. Dragons are etheric beings that inhabit the deepest pockets of the ethers and have dominion over the four elements. Dragon's blood core oozes blood, representing the collective blood and the blood of nature, and serving as a gateway to the anima mundi, the world soul. As you enter the all-seeing portal of the great void, don't shy away from its vastness. Embrace it as you are undergoing this initiation. Within this awakening, you will discover the unique pattern you contribute to the great tapestry of life. What did I say? There's a diamond down there. You gotta go get it. I don't care what it takes. Do it. That's my Plutonian Scorpio. This is not going to hurt you. It never had. If you don't let it have autonomy over you, it's not going to do anything but guide the way. Okay? It's just a strict guideline on how to get there and stay safe and navigate that ethereal realm, both within and without. Okay? So just trust in that process. You don't need to be trickster with it. You need to just remember that, like, when you're encountering it, you need to, like, respect it and let it guide you, but also keep sovereign and keep your own agency. Just because it tells you something you don't like or that you disagree with or you are really upset with doesn't mean you have to give yourself over to it. It just means that, hey, this might be something I need to look at and address. When I'm ready to do so, I'm going to put it over here right now because it's too overwhelming, but I'm not going to throw it away or back in somebody else's bucket or face, whatever. Okay? So remembering when you're cultivating these diamonds that, yes, it's going to be painful. It's going to be challenging. It's going to be difficult. Otherwise, everybody would do it. Everybody would go get their own diamonds and lickety split. Okay? So it's supposed to be a challenge. It's supposed to have obstacles. That's the whole purpose. That's why they're so valuable. Okay? That's why you're so valuable. You're worth the effort and the energy and the diligence to go get it. Otherwise, these energies wouldn't be showing up for you. Okay? Okay. All right, Aquarius. I think that's it for the day. Until next time, keep your flame.